Hi and welcome back. Today, I'm sure a lot of you don't know what calcinosis is. It's kind of one of those rare diseases, and I thought I would show you. And plus, for those that have it, you can kind of know what to expect, where it's going to go, and things like that. So, this is my calcinosis. Um, it's pretty, it's pretty embarrassing because you're a healthy person, and then when you get a disease, any type of disease, you don't feel good on the inside anymore. So then that makes you feel like not good on the outside. So what calcinosis is it started with my derm, which was an autoimmune disease, which is kind of like a muscle wasting type disease. And then the second half of the disease started to do calcinosis. So they're actually kind of two diseases in one. This is a tail end. There is no known cure for it. They can try to stop it. They can try to slow it down. But basically calcinosis is your body will not pass the calcium. So calcium deposits build up on your joints and your muscles. So as you can kind of see, I'll do my leg. This is kind of a calcium, and what happens is I'll get calcium on here, and then your body tries to protect it, and so then it puts a fluid around that area, and then you have calcinosis up here, and so the two are actually connected. You can see as I push the fluid, it goes up, and then you have it on your kneecaps. Pretty much calcinosis is really bad where you have trauma. So if you have trauma on your arms and your knees, that's going to get the calcinosis worse. And I was invited in October of last year to the NIH, and they said that I have one of the most severe cases of calcinosis they've seen. Basically, if you're not familiar with the NIH, it's invitation only. They'll bring you out there and they'll basically study you because you have one of rare diseases that there are no cures for. And by the way, I had an infusion day. That's why this white thing is, which is actually the PICC. I just leave it for a couple days. So as you can see, it affects your kneecaps pretty bad. It affects this one. You can kind of bend over. It's all around kind of where you had trauma as a child. Also, calcinosis is kind of like an iceberg. You see 90 or 80% of it's actually underneath the skin, and you're only seeing probably 20 to 10% kind of on the outside. So the calcinosis kind of goes deep inside you. My arms, you can see that area right there. The muscle, you see that's the disease part right there, the derm, where the muscle is just like kind of an iron rod or a rail. So you have it on the outside. I'll turn around in just a minute, but you have it outside. This is all kind of liquid. There's several types of calcinosis. There's hard bumps, as I'll show you there, that just are depositive and they never change. They're hard. And some are liquid, and I kind of believe that just does that to protect the calcinosis. That's what your body does to protect it. So on the other arm, and I'll turn around so you can see it. You can see how I have calcinosis over there. They're just like deposits that are movable. Kind of fun to play with, not really. But anyways, again, your muscles are all just steel rods because of the disease. Over here on your tricep, that's kind of a liquid one. And then all around there, it's hard, so your body again tries to protect it. So then I'll turn to the side, so you can kind of see the side profile. It kind of hit my back pretty bad, especially where your those shoulder blades are, that area. I've had some really large ones that actually, it's almost kind of like a boil where it actually has to come out. So we actually had to poke a needle in it to actually get it drained, and then it goes away. Those are very painful. So that's the back, and you can kind of see the back shoulder or the back arms, like my left one. Again, it always is bad where trauma hit. And then my right one, you can see that one's really just taken a beating. on the sides and the outsides over there. And so then the other side, I've been told that I have, when they did x-rays and CAT scans and MRIs, that I have one in my chest that kind of goes from here down. And like I said, you can't even see it, but you can feel it because they're kind of like just hard bumps. And then again, the front. There is no cure. They can try to stop it. So that's what I am. It's a little embarrassing to take your shirt off because when you get calcinosis, you really don't want to. You want to hide because you're kind of embarrassed. So it is embarrassing to kind of show, your arms and your bumps out in public. So if you have calcinosis, if you can comment down below and tell me a little bit about your story, tell me, if I would share information. So if you're doing something that works, I would love to know it. So thank you for tuning in and welcome to the journey.